You know what I feel is really important that people should do is to learn to reprogram your thought process. So instead of seeing all the negative in everything that's going on, you, to keep your sanity, if you're at a point where I was in my life, you need to shift your thought process. And I had to research. I had to learn how to do it myself. A lot listening to EDM beats at night helps to relax me and get me into a good sleep. Having a ritual of, like, I drink London Fog every morning, and I have chamomile with lavender every night with raw honey, and heavy cream with my London Fog to feed my body. I also take daily supplements. I'm not going to mention the names because maybe I'll do a promotion on that later. But the best way, the only way I learned to grasp a hold of my sanity and keep it together was to really learn to look at it from all angles. So, for example, you guys hear of all these crimes and this person did this and they're horrible, but you don't hear, say there's a murder, there's a shootout. You don't hear the other side of what the reason was majority of the time, or the actual reason. Maybe that person had a legitimate reason for their action. Not that I'm saying it was okay, but that's how I've had to learn how to think. It's better to think that way. Because just because someone has done something that seems wrong or inappropriate doesn't mean that that person is a bad person, or that they had the intention of being a bad person, or hurting somebody. Maybe they had a legitimate reason. You gotta look at it from both sides, and you're not giving the truth. I definitely don't do I don't do news. I don't do social media influence. I actually lose my phone quite a bit. I think it's very important to disconnect. Very important to disconnect from media itself in general. I don't do a lot of it. I watch one regular show, which is the Urban Rescue Ranch. I highly recommend everybody watch it. It is great. He is gorgeous, and I have learned a lot from him. It's about an animal rehab center, but anyways, really focusing on positive, no matter what the situation is, turning it into a positive situation, or a situation that or accept that you don't understand that situation, and don't go judging because you've heard this, that, and the other from the other person. Don't judge on assumption or influence. I got to a point in my life where I literally became I almost like homicidal. I was on a rage. I was in a very bad place, and my cat, I highly recommend a pet. I was blessed with him, and thank God, because he is my everything, and he calmed me down. But when you think of everybody going all nuts and stressing out and being all bananas right now because the government says this and is going to do this, that, and the other, really all you guys got to do is focus on making sure you've got some property, you got shelter, and you can cultivate. It's not hard to grow your own food. It's actually not that hard to put together a beehive, have a beekeeping thing. That's very important. It's not that hard. It's just a matter of relearning yourself, teaching yourself a new way of living, a new lifestyle. And I think that everybody should really look into that, and you would be less panicked and feel more prepared. They have these things called Berkey filters, and they filter your water to pure. And you can have them in your home. I highly recommend having one of those. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I think it's really important that people really start to really focus and reprogram on what makes you happy, and is it really necessary to be mad and stressed out about all this stuff that we just have no control over, that we don't even know if it's really happening? This is stuff that they're just saying and doing to put people in a panic. You guys understand that, right? So let it go. Grow tomatoes, drink herbal tea, sit with nature on the regular, breathe it in, meditate. It's the most peaceful time in my life I've ever had, is to just sit outside, do yoga, and meditate, and drink my herbal teas. And I am very healthy now because of it. And I was to a point where I was, I don't know, maybe 110 pounds, and my hair is still growing back because I was so unhealthy. My hair was dying. And this has never happened. My hair is my all. This is my everything. I take care of this every day, and this is from having an addiction, unfortunately, a very serious one, and I literally killed my body and had to bring it back to life. And I did a good job, and I'm really proud of myself, and I want everybody else out there to just do what makes you happy and relax, and stop listening to what the government and the media are trying to scare you with. As long as you're prepared, you can grow your food, you can find your water, let go of the brand names, who gives a shit. Make sure you stay your body covered, protect your kids, be aware. Everybody will be just fine. Just think positive. Don't listen to that media.